On to you Aquarius out here. Hope y'all are having a great day. So you Aquarius actually have the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, and then you have the Ace of Swords. So for you, hopefully y'all can see it right well. But basically these cards represent you Aquarius. It's my dog over there. Okay, I get it. So there's a sense of you Aquarius, not you single Aquarius, not going back and forth with somebody. Even when it comes to you Aquarius who are in relationships, if your relationship is on the rocks, or if your family has some issues, then you basically just have to be like a surfer, like I've been talking about, and leave these people alone. If they're not really willing to listen to what it is that you Aquarius have to say, if they can't come to any kind of resolution with you, then that's a problem. And it's a problem that you need to stay away from. And the Ace of Swords represents you staying away from it, right? Whenever it is that I get this sword in the tarot deck, this one, it usually represents it usually represents using your wisdom, understanding when it's a good time to actually pick the sword up, so to speak, right? In other words, what is worth the energy and what is not worth the energy. And to all things that do not have the energy, putting the sword down, laying it down on the floor. And to all the things that are worth it, you basically pick the sword up, so to speak, the proverbial spiritual sword up, and then you Aquarius basically handling your business. Very important. That's one thing that I'm gonna start to put y'all on game on. You gotta know you gotta know when it's good, and you gotta know when to keep it calm. You know, like it is, I said before, that it's a good thing to kind of get goofed on a little bit, because if you take yourself a little bit too seriously, not only are people going to goof on you even more, but you're going to create a lot more enemies. You know, take it from a person who survived that, myself, taking things very seriously. Let go a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a teenager. You know, teenagers don't really take a whole lot of stuff seriously, except getting money and trying to impress people. So that's really, for the majority of them, that's really what type of time they on. Okay, so if you're a teenager, or you're in like college is nothing but a continuation a lot of the times of like high school, no matter what college you go to, right? Unless it's like some strict, upscale, rich college or whatever the case may be, right? Where you rich or whatever the case may be, where it's like it's this standard of you got to continue on this bourgeoisie elitist thing, then they're not really serious, right? So you Aquarius basically got to understand, learn to let a lot of things go. Don't be a punk, but learn to let a lot of things go. You know, laugh at a lot of different things, and to have tougher skin. You know, for you Aquarius who are adults. For you Aquarius who are adults, right? And y'all are going through a relationship situation, or like maybe you're single. Again, you know, let people say whatever they want to about you, right? As long as it's not real. And if it gets too far, shut it down by stating the facts, you know? Like how I do on my channel when something goes too far. There was a point in time where people was talking about, I don't like Geminis, and I had to come out and be like, that's not true. That is not true at all. There was a point in time where, like, you know, people thought that I didn't like Sagittarius, not Sagittarius. Yeah, Sagittarius too. There was a point in time where people thought that I didn't like Aquarius. And it's like, that's not true for either thing. It's just that I just understand where the difficulties are with those zodiac signs, but I don't have a particular bias. I can't. How am I going to be any good of an astrologer and a tarot reader and an overall spiritualist? I'm getting into the spirituality if I've already made up my mind extremely about something, it's not gonna happen. That's not gonna work. I'm not gonna get very far. So the point that I'm trying to make here with that analogy is I'm able to understand where to put my focus and where to put my energy. If it's not valuable for me to put my energy into certain things, especially when it comes to others, I'm not going to do that. And sometimes people think that I'm giving up too easily. That's not even what it is. That's not what it is at all. What it actually is the fact that I have abundance. I'm not, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect with that, but I have abundance. I'm not trying to worry about the small stuff. That's one of the things that you're supposed to learn on this path, is to not really sweat the insignificant things. And that's the things that people go back and forth about way too often, are the insignificant things, right? You know, joking on you and laughing at you. But there's a sense of you, Aquarius, not really you understanding that a person may have a problem with you, but there's a sense of you letting it be what it is. And then you have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. See, boom, immediately right after that, they come back. And that's what I'm talking about. They're coming back, and they apologize, they're trying to break bread with you again. They're trying to actually get back in you, Aquarius's good graces. Now, if you would have took that too seriously, what would have happened, right? You would have told the person, bah humbug, right? Get out of here. I don't want to have to talk to you. And you would have never known if this person would have came back or not, right? And then maybe if this person did want to come back, you didn't even give them a chance, right? So this is why it is I say to you, Aquarius, just chill out sometimes. You know, when people goof on you, because I have people who goof on me a lot, right? Especially when it comes to like groups, people goof on me. People goof on me. People will call me stupid. People say all this type of stuff. Guess what happened? I take that because I understand the big picture of the whole thing. It's like, am I dumb? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But I'm not. But again, Aquarius, I'm not worried about it to the point where, and I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying learn from my example. I'm not worried about it to the point where I'm like, yo, I gotta like rough this person up. I'm thick-skinned. I'm able to actually bounce that stuff off, a lot of that stuff off. I'm like, hey, because I get it. I have to let some of that stuff go. I have to let people get their jab in, because no pun intended. I have to let them get their little, because it's like, if I'm too serious with this thing, they're going to play a victim anyway, as opposed to allowing people to, giving them some ground to allow them to really, if they really want all these problems, allowing them to just have these problems. Truth be told, because sometimes I'll even have people talk about what it is that they're going to do to me. And I'm like, fam. And I be trying to tell them, okay, like that's what it is that I be saying to them. Or like I just kind of crack jokes on them even more. Because it's like, why? You know what I mean? Taking it too far. And at that point, I know my existence is making them very upset for some reason that ain't even my fault. Truth be told, the Five of Pentacles, and then you have the Nine of Cups and the Emperor. Some of you, Aquarius, may let them know that you're not really interested in giving them another chance to get back in your circle, and they may be telling you, Aquarius, to please give them another chance. And the Emperor right here represents you. The Emperor, a king or a queen, is wise. You have to use your wisdom. Wisdom is very important, and being stable is very important. And it's a warning for you, Aquarius, to not make any kind of emotional decisions, right? Any kind of emotional decisions that will cloud your judgment. But the thing is that the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant represents, this person may think that you're 100% done with them, and some of you Aquarius may be 100% done with them. But then some of you Aquarius may be telling them that you and this person need some space for you Aquarius to think it over. So it's this sense of this person betrays you Aquarius because you were trying to come to a resolution with them, and for some reason the two of you could not agree to disagree. It was the person just kept going and going and going and going. And yeah, sometimes people do that too. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes people keep going. That's part of the reason why I'll stop talking to people. That's the biggest contributing factor why I stop talking to people, is because they keep going and going. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll have a problem with me and I'll be like, all right, and then they'll keep going. And it's like, it's like, oh, this, that, and the third. Well, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. See, I told you that you was fake. I knew that you was fake from the very beginning. I should have never have came to you. Oh, all this other stuff. See, so I'm saying, all you care about is money. You telling people a bunch of stuff. You don't know what it is that you talking about. And they just keep going. And it's like, all right, yo. And the majority of the times, I don't even say anything to them. I'm like, yo, this person has got some real issues. Because a lot of that stuff because you allow them to talk so much to the point where sometimes they'll say something again and again and again and again and again, just repeating themselves. And then sometimes they basically go off in a direction that doesn't even make any sense. You understand what I'm saying? They'll say things that literally sound like gobbledygook. Oh, you better not be working any kind of magic on me. And it's like, but I thought that I was fake though. So now you saying that I'm working, like, you could just tell that, like. So I just, you know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing too that people used to say about me. Oh, you too quick-witted, you too snappy. And it's like, all right. And then even after I chilled, people still have a problem. So I just realized after a time to just have thicker skin. Just let them for the most part, let them wild out and just go in and talk all kind of trash and let them get it off. Because it's like, yo, good luck trying to find somebody like that. And that's my point with you, though. They don't understand that they took it too far. So you Aquarius are kind of like putting them on timeout. So this is a sense of, for you single Aquarius, you trying to get to know somebody and this person essentially wanting to give you a difficult time, right? You trying to figure out, like, is this person trying to just use you for a buck? You know what I mean? Or whatever. Or is this person actually looking for a real relationship? And you know the differences, because a person who's looking for $1, they're not going to give you anything that you're looking for. Or they're going to make it super transactional, right? They'll kind of like hint at it, if you know what I mean. They'll hint at it. They'll be like, oh, pay me money and I'll hang out with you. No, if you know what I mean. And then for the people who, you know what I'm saying, if you know another way that you're not going to get anything that you want, stay there. Stay there. Stay there. All right? I don't want you to... Look at this dog here at the edge of the bed. She carried her butt from all the way over there to get to the edge here. Stay there. But anyway, you know that someone isn't really being serious with you when it's like they just want whatever it is that they want, and they're making you feel used. They're making you feel empty because they're not asking you how your day was, how you doing. None of the cordial stuff. None of that. They're just like, oh, you got some bread? Oh, okay. Like, it's like, who raised these people, right? So that's something that these people are going to have to ultimately fix. Let's clarify the Hierophant and let's get out of here. The Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups, the Lovers, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles. That's my point. That's my point. They're looking at it like you, Aquarius, are a little bit too good for your own situation. That you, Aquarius, have become overly confident, right? That's the angle that they're putting it at as. But this is just another wrinkle in it as to why you, Aquarius, who are single, you're not gonna let someone to come in. And for you Aquarius who are not single, this just represents like a family member or whatnot, right? Or the person that you may be in a relationship with, basically, given that kind of issue with you. So there's some relationship problems that's happening for some of y'all, and for good reason, because now is a test to see if the two of you actually have similar value systems. And then the Lovers represents, it's sink or swim at this point. You know, it's sink or swim. You and this person either come up with a peaceful resolution, or the two of you are going to have to separate. So anyway, let me know what it is that y'all thought about this video in the comment section. Trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. I'm at 16,735 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And there's a link in the comment section below. Come and get my personal reading so I could keep the channel going. Peace.